Hello, my name is Paul. It's so good to have you here. Today, I'm going to show you how to get started the right way building product with no code as a first-time founder or as an expert in your field. You have a very brilliant idea and you think or you've researched and you know that no code will help you build it. I really want to show you how to get started the right way so you don't keep going in circles over and over and over again. Hi, my name is Paul. I make it easy to launch profitable apps for experts who want to launch a great app but do not know how to get it done or know how to make profit from it. I'm definitely your guy. That's why I'm going to be showing you in this tutorial how to build apps the right way and make profit from it. If you take a look at the internet, you will see that there are numerous app development tools. If you check out this website, you have Nocode.tech. It's a directory, right? It shows you majority of the app that you're going to need. So if you keep going down, you will see there are different app builders, automation tools, lots of them. And if you decide to click app builders alone, you would see many of them. Adalo, Starker, Bravo Studio, Glide, Backendless. There's so many of them, and you can really get confused when you're trying to launch this product. All right, so this is the way you do this. This is the way you get into it the right way, so you don't get confused and so you don't build to eternity. I build mobile apps for founders, and one of the things that happens is that they can be really confused. It's the confusion we saw first before even working on the project, because there are too many no-code tools in the market and settling for one can be very hard. All right, so how do you pick your no-code? How do you pick the tool that match your idea? It's very easy. It's very easy to do so. First, think of what you want to achieve. First of all, do I want to build a mobile application? Do I want to build a web app? Do I want to build an automation? What exactly do I want to build? Do I want to build an internal application? Do I want to build an app that looks like a spreadsheet, but just feel very cool, right? What exactly do I want to build? That's the question you want to ask yourself first. You want to ask yourself, what do I want to build? And there are tools that are niched, right? For example, Bubble is a very niche tool for building web application. Flutterflow is a very niche tool for building mobile application. Adalo is a very niche tool for building mobile application, but it doesn't have all the complexities of tools like Flutterflow and Bubble. It doesn't have all the flexibility that all these other tools gives you. But does that mean it's not very good? Of course, it's a very awesome tool, right? So you really have to think of what you want to achieve, right? For example, case in point, let's say I want to build an AI application that helps people to probably read a book, or that help people to take a quiz, or something that people need to be very handy. They need to take it everywhere they want to go. Or probably I want to build a dating application, right? If I want to build a dating application, that means I'm going to settle for a tool that helps me to build a mobile application, and such a tool will likely be Flutterflow or probably Adalo or Bravo Studio, right? Those are the kind of tools I'm going to choose, right? So once you choose your tool, another thing to understand before choosing your tool is that you have to understand how flexible, how easy to learn, and who owns the code when you're using this tool. For example, I like to use Flutterflow because Flutterflow allows me own the code. I can take Flutterflow's code and go put it somewhere else and it's going to run. But unlike a tool like Bubble, I can't really take Bubble's code and put it somewhere else. It's not going to work. In fact, I don't really have access to the code, right? For a tool like Adalo, I can't really take that code and say I'm tired of using Adalo. I'm going to use it somewhere else. I really can't do that. So that's something you have to think about. And lastly, what you have to think about the backend infrastructure. How are you going to manage your backend infrastructure? Is it going to be managed by the tool? For example, Bubble manages your backend infrastructure for you if you decide to go with them, but they are pretty much flexible. You can use simple base, you can use backendless for your Bubble app. And another tool like Adalo does not allow you to manage your backend infrastructure right off the bat, except you're going for a higher plan. So with a higher plan, you can use backendless to manage your backend infrastructure. And these are things that you have to think about before you build it, before you get started, right? So my favorite tool for building mobile apps, since that's what I like to build, it's Flutterflow. Flutterflow just allows me to go from idea to app as fast as possible. Yeah, I like it. It's for individuals, for team, for education. So they have the educational plan. Very cool if you're a student, but let's stick with the team plan. When you're busy choosing your favorite no-code tool, it matches your project, it matches what you want to do. What you want to be very sure of is that you can afford it. Because this no-code tool requires you to afford it for a very, very long time. For example, if you're building an app with Flutterflow, you'll likely be going for a year, right? You likely want to get bid for a year, and that's how you want to do it, because it's going to take a while for your app to become very successful. You would have to get on a yearly plan, right? The reason why you're seeing $8.80 or $20 is because I'm currently in Nigeria, and there's a discount here for persons who live in Africa. That's why you're seeing this. So if you are someone who's living in Europe, you'll be thinking of dropping $70 monthly or $50 monthly. So ensure that you are able to meet the pricing. And this is not the only price you're going to be paying if you decide to build with Flutterflow or majority of the no-code tool, except a tool like Bubble that allows you to put everything in one, your backend, your database. So it's an all-in-one tool. And if they tell you you're paying $30, it means you're paying $30 for everything. But for Flutterflow, $20 is just for using the Flutterflow tool to create your application. That's what $20 is for. But if you really want to see what's the real cost of building with Flutterflow, then you would have to think of what's the cost of my database? What am I going to be using any AI to? What's the cost going to be? Am I going to hosting pictures or videos somewhere, depending on the kind of app you're building? So you have to put everything together, and that's going to give you the total cost of building your application. So that's it. I just wanted to get started with teaching you how to pick your tool and just talk about the pricing a bit before we move forward. Right. So once you figure this out, once you figure out the tool that you're going to use, the next thing you want to do, or maybe this might be the first thing that you want to do, is to really validate your idea. Right? Validate your idea properly. Use Google Forms to send a questionnaire to a lot of people. This is like a very cool standard way to validate your idea. But another way that you can do it is to create a landing page with a tool like this. Create a landing page with a tool like this. Tell people what you're solving and ask them to pay for it. If people are willing to give you their money for something that you've not built, it means they will likely want to buy from you. Don't worry, it's pretty straightforward building your landing page with Framer. They have this AI tool that you can use to build your landing page. It's pretty straightforward. It's easy. It's a drag and drop tool. I'm pretty sure that you're not trying to do all of the animations in the world. You just want to be able to validate your idea. So you put what you do as a heading. For example, this is a page. You're putting what you do as a heading, and then you're putting a subheading, and you're putting a pricing plan. So for the pricing, you're asking people to probably pay for it, or you're asking them to, you're just asking them to pay for it. That's what you're asking them to do, nothing else. Because if people are not willing to pay for it, it means that your problem, it's not really a very, very good problem. One way to attract people to your page is to use a tool like Reddit. So you find a subreddit that you like, right? You find a subreddit that you like, you find a Reddit that you think resonate with your audience. For example, if you are building things for saloon, you can find a subreddit. You can find a subreddit called like fashion, and then you can go there and you can paste. So you see like there's a lot of fashion stuff in here. So you can find a fashion subreddit, post in there and see if people are able to use your tool or not. And then you can also try Twitter. You can try other social media handles to see if people like your tool or not, right? So once you validate it and you're very comfortable that you can do this, then you would have to jump into any of the tools that you pick to begin building your application. That's where you would need expert advice, or that's where you would need some help. So if you're just getting started with a tool like Flutterflow or Bubble or Daggle, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. I covered a whole lot, and you'll be able to learn how to get started with these tools for free, right? So once you're okay and you think like, okay, I think I'm good, I think I can launch my application like this, I think it's fine, or maybe I have to put a little bit of AI, then you would have to check out the so Flutterflow has this inbuilt AI that you can use. It's very cool, it's new. Flutterflow has this stuff you can begin to do a lot with it. So there's this AI tool. So let's create an agent called AI agent. So I think it's very creative, and it's learning on a daily basis. They are using it on a daily basis. They're improving on it on a daily basis. So I think it's something that you can. It's something that you can do. It's something that you can go for, and you can keep on using this AI to integrate, using these agents to integrate AI into your application, and it just makes a lot of sense. But if you're thinking of doing something very complex but has AI involved, you can use a tool like Init, and it can be a bit pricey, $20 a month, be it annually, or $28. I think it's around $28, $24 bid monthly for the starter plan. So it can be a bit pricey, but also you can host your own AI. You can host your own end-to-end instance yourself on other tools, but this is where I use it. I use end-to-end here. So for very, very complex AI workflow, I use it. For example, an AI workflow that requires you to scrap link from LinkedIn, fix for example, if I'm thinking of creating an AI workflow that would help me to scrap links from LinkedIn, and then I will format those leads, I will clean those links, and then use AI to send them information or an email. Very complex workflow. I will use end to do all of that. Remember, if you're going to be using a tool like end, then this is going to add to the billing, right? And then once you're comfortable and you think, okay, I'm going to launch this and I'm done with it, then you would have to open your Google developer account, your iOS developer account, in order for you to be able to launch it. Thank God Flutterflow has an auto deploy feature. So if you come back here to Flutterflow settings, you would see mobile deployment. They have this auto deploy feature that you can use to the App Store and the Google Play Store, which are two of the biggest stores on the internet. You can auto deploy, and that really works. But then it will then come back to the most important thing, which is making money from it. So now that you have launched it, you've built it, how are you going to make money from it? I think I didn't talk about this. There are a couple of tools that you can use to integrate pricing into your application. You can use Stripe, you can use Adaptee. Adaptee works, Stripe works. Flutterflow has, stuff that will enable you to handle payment. You can always check that out, right? But another thing that you want to think of, how do you distribute your app? So rather than thinking of making your app fine, looking for so many ways to make your app beautiful, I'm not saying beautiful app does not pay, but I'm saying that distribution makes more sense than waiting to have the cleanest app in the world. So you would have to think of, how do I distribute the application in such a way that people begin to notice that I have an application. Here are 3 easy ways for you to distribute your application. Number 1, do so on Twitter. Twitter is a very, very awesome tool. It's an awesome tool that will enable you to distribute your application the best way possible. Tag people who you think they are cool, who you think they like what you do. Just keep building in public and keep sharing what you do. For example, I belong to community like Build in Public. So if you come here, you will see people celebrating that they just made $10. See people celebrating what they're doing. This person is saying, I have all of this stuff. So you see people celebrating most of the stuff, and people always go around buy from here when you join Building Public. And you see other communities like Micro, just people who are just getting started building very simple startups. You would see all of these communities here. Another thing that you can do is that you can also launch on Product Hunt. Every day, people launch on Product Hunt. For example, this person is launching an AI meeting note taker, right? This person is launching an AI product. This person is launching infinite landing page from your existing website. Lots and lots and lots of tools are being launched every day, and people always come here to look for tools that are offering discounts that's launching, so they can take advantage of it. Another place that you can launch again is still on Reddit. So you see those subreddit that we called the last time, then this is one of the best place that you can launch your application. And one more place I think you will find a lot of profit is on TikTok, especially if you're going to be if you built a mobile app that is affordable, that is easy for people to get started with, then TikTok is going to be a good way. If you search for things like mobile app on TikTok, things like mobile app if you search for things like mobile apps on TikTok, you would see a lot of founders who are currently publishing their apps on. You would see people who are currently talking about their apps or talking about how they built their apps, how they're doing it. You would see a lot of people talking about it. So you too, you would have to come here and you would have to think about a video that works. You'd have to think about how you can sell your app's benefits, right? How you're going to sell your app benefits to other people, right? And so you come here, you talk about the benefit of your application, and you see people will definitely come around, gravitate towards you, and then you'll be able to make some money. Not just make some money here on TikTok, but you'll be able to move people from TikTok and take traffic all the way to your site, to your site or to your landing page or to your app, and those persons will convert into paying customers, right? So I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to put this out there and show you things that I've been learning for a while, and I thought probably it's going to be awesome that you are able to learn this also and put it to good use. Don't forget, I make it very easy to launch profitable apps for experts who want to launch. Don't forget, I make it very easy to launch profitable ideas for experts who have great ideas but do not know how to bring it to life or make profit from it. So if you're that kind of a person, you have super idea, but you're just wondering how you're going to bring it to life, feel free to reach out to me. Click on the link below. Just reach out to me, book a call, or send an email, and I'll definitely help you do so. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do have yourself a beautiful, beautiful day ahead. Bye.